Now, this is my kind of basketball, fellas. Both of these teams make their mark on the defensive end of the floor.
The game is played at both ends, and great scoring will only get you so far. These teams have a firm understanding of that.
And for teams that are committed to winning, it's understood that locking in on defense will be part of what separates them.
Here's Burke. Griner.
Malunga covering.
Lets it go from 11. A nice shot by Griner.
They get the first bucket of the game there.
And this should be a good one, guys. Buckle up your seatbelts.
And here's Heidemann. Pass to Horston. Screen by Magbagor.
Lets it go from the wing. And that one's good.
Wow, Magbagor showing some shooting ability.
Now here's Griner. Over Malunga. Griner, good.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
Pass to Heidemann. Malunga sets a screen.
Stolen.
And here's Burke. Here's Morrow.
Brittany Griner, high post. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Didn't come away with points, but they'd be happy if every possession ended with that shot.
Pass to Horston. Screen by Magbagor. Horston with it.
He's picked up by Griner. They retain possession. Here's Magbagor. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I really like it when Ezzy is aggressive inside, challenging the defense.
And when you watch Ezzy Magbagor, her defense is what stands out to me, fellas.
A perennial all-defensive team member, Ezzy is long at 6'4" and defends with effort. Don't you dare sleep on her offense, though. It continues to get better with each year.
And she makes the first.
One of the blockbuster trades in recent WNBA history, Seattle trading Jewel Lloyd away in a 3-team deal.
Yeah, Jewel going to Los Angeles after 10 seasons and 5 All-Star appearances with the Storm. Seattle ends up with the 2nd pick in the 2025 draft and a 2026 first as well. That's a great haul if you ask me.
And so she makes both from the line.
When you look at this Sun roster, there are a lot of new faces.
Our leading scorer, DeWanna Bonner, is gone. They also lost Alyssa Thomas, Dejanay Carrington, Brianna Jones, 3 players who spent their entire careers with Connecticut. So it's a new day for the Sun.
Rivers. No good from outside. Here's Seattle. Here's Malunga. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Pass to Morrow.
Here's Nelson Adota.
And here's Burke.
To the paint. That's good, and she's now 3 for 4 from the floor.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Screen by Magbagor.
And the shot goes in.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
The Sun trailing. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Here's Morrow.
And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for 2.
Jordan Horston picks one up.
free throw is good.
And with an eye to the future, how do you guys like the direction of the game?
Oh, I love it. Every year we're seeing more and more skilled players. And as an added bonus, the pace keeps getting faster.
No doubt. We're in the golden age of the W. The level of play is incredible, and it just keeps on getting better.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Now Heidemann. Pass to Malunga.
Magdagor. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Chalk up 2 right there.
I like how Magdagor picks spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Here's Nelson Adota. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
Malunga outside. Heidemann.
The 3. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
And here's Burke.
She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's a screen. Reiner.
Malunga covering.
Pass to Burke.
Nelson Adota.
Rivers. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And it's the Storm with the ball.
Now here's Horston. Screen by Magdagor.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to Brown. Lots of room. And it's Seattle scoring again.
You just can't let Brown get her feet set. Shoot comfortably off the pass. She will bury those all night.
Now Burke.
Here's Griner.
Malunga covering. And here's Morrow.
Rivers connects from three-point range.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Now here's Brown. Here's Heidemann.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Sun leading. Takes the 3. No good.
And she's off to a slow start, 1 for 4. On the wing, Jordan Horston.
Puts up the 3.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Magdagor. Heidemann. Screen by Magdagor.
There's the triple.
Heidemann, no good. And here are the Sun. Here's Nelson Adota.
Inside.
It's stolen by Magdagor. Pass to Horston.
Shoots a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Making just enough threes to keep the D honest. Jordan Horston.
Now here's Griner.
Malunga covering.
Now Griner.
Over Malunga. Griner, good.
Tremendous offensive feel and touch from Griner. When Brittany gets in that close to the hoop, good night.
Pass to Magdagor. Heidemann. Screen by Magdagor.
Unloads from 9. And she gets that one to go off the front iron.
Looked like she was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does she take defenders off the dribble like that?
And here's Burke.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Count the basket.
This game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides. This is much-watched basketball.
Let's hope they keep it up.
Pass to Brown.
Screen by Magdagor. Now here's Brown.
She's guarded closely.
Now here's Magdagor. Here's Heidemann.
Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Rivers. They get it back.
You know, she keeps jacking up those threes without much to show for it. She's going to lose the green light very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Horston.
Sinks that one from the post.
An inside first player. Jordan Horston has a little throwback in her game.
And last year, it was a great sophomore season for Jordan Horston.
Well, she made major leaps. Top 5 in both most improved player voting and 6th player of the year. Horston was so much more efficient from the field.
Here's Griner. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more. That one misses.
But in this league, Griner is just about as consistent as it gets. You get a great game from her more often than not, especially when it comes to scoring the rock.
Shot's good by Samuelson.
If a defender is going to play off of her like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points on the board.
Outside Miller.
Pass to Griner. Count that one.
And sometimes this team relies on Griner to shoulder the load offensively. And guess what? She's more than happy to do her part, score the points.
Now here's Samuelson. Here's Melbourne.
Now Dolson. She's guarded by Griner. Clock at 6.
Hey, when we talk about the stretch 5, Stephanie Dolson really fits the bill, guys.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's 6'5", so defensively she is a stout rim protector. And then shooting it, she's a career 40% shooter from deep.
Take a break.
And has
Take a
had
break.
multiple seasons shooting the ball over 46% from three-point land. Incredible.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good.
Loose ball. Loose ball. Going the other way.
She knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Seattle in the lead.
Samuelson outside. Pass to Melbourne.
Samuelson. Off target from outside. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential.
Outside Miller.
Clock at 4. Picked away. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Storm out in front, up 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Storm?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
The Sun trailing.
Outside Edwards.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Pass to Cook.
Out to the right wing. Out to the wing.
Samuelson outside.
The 3 ball.
Miller grabs the miss.
And here's Connecticut. To the middle.
That one's in, coming off an assist from Aaliyah Edwards.
I tell you what, Miller is a walking mismatch on the offensive end, especially foul line down.
Pass to Samuelson.
Now Cook. Now Melbourne.
And here's Dolson.
She's covered by Edwards.
And it's Dolson missing.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Down low. Edwards. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
2 minutes now played in this second quarter. Takes the 3. And Samuelson pulls it down.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
To the inside. Here's Dolson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
A myriad of moves and ways to score inside. Dolson is excellent close to the basket.
Pass to Petty, and here's Miller.
Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
Samuelson outside. Here's Melbourne.
Now here's Dolson. From deep. Gets it to go from downtown.
When a player has confidence like Dolson, you see the pass coming and expect her to take the shot immediately.
Petty with it.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game.
Now Melbourne.
And it's the Storm on the break. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, I'd say that shot was well within her range.
I hope so. There's nothing like a one-footer.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Edwards. And here's Petty. The 3 is up. A rebound by Holmes. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Now Samuelson.
Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket.
Now here's Petty.
Let's go with a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
A key make for Shea Petty. Those threes going in, it changes how you have to defend her.
Pass to Dolson. Samuelson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good.
Edwards with the screen.
No good with the triple. The Storm trail.
Now here's Samuelson.
Three-pointer.
And again, the miss by Katie Lou Samuelson.
Pass to Edwards. Over Dolson. Again, the Suns score.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
Here's Cook. Dolson. She's covered by Edwards.
And she banks in the layup.
And here is Petty.
Pass to Edwards.
And here is Petty.
Three-pointer. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Brown.
Lots of great players in this league, but guys, give me your favorites to watch.
Well, I got to go with the player everyone is coming out to see, Caitlin Clark. Her level of skill is just unreal.
Yeah, Clark hits 30-footers like they're nothing. And the next trip, she's throwing a bullet pass. She is so much fun to watch.
Here's Nelson Adota. Here's the three. Petty can't hit.
Her three-point shot has been real rough here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped her from attempting them, but it's time to give it a rest.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Pass to Griner.
Now here's Petty.
Back to Griner. Good once again. That makes her 8 for 9 this game.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Here's Heidemann.
Here's Dolson. From the stripe. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. The Sun with the lead.
Pass to Petty.
Out to the wing.
Now Morrow.
Here's Griner.
And here's Petty.
Drops in the tray.
And Petty reads defenses so well, she's skilled at understanding when to rise and fire.
Now here's Dolson.
And here's Heidemann. Pass to Horston.
Here's Dolson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. But when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
And the Sun call time here.
Pass to Griner.
Here's Nelson Adota, defended by McGregor.
And here's Griner. And it's rejected.
Brown with it. Here's Heidemann.
6 to shoot. Unloads. She scores with that shot, and she's now 3 for 8. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Nelson Adota.
To the paint. Griner.
Over Malunga.
And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Honestly, when she hits from this area of the court, you might as well quit. It makes Griner almost impossible to stop. You just can't leave her out there.
Now here's Magbagor. 8 points for her.
Back to Malunga. It's good. And the assist that time from Ezi Magbagor.
Give credit to Magbagor for that hoop. She made a nice pass.
The Sun on offense. Now Burke, looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Griner. It's blocked! And here's Magbagor. Here's Heidemann. She has 6.
Now here's Horston.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Now here's Griner.
Malunga covering.
Now Burke. Rivers. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the first half of the books. Sun ahead, up by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. The second half just about to get going here. And, you know, Griner has been really making it happen here.
Sheer dominance in the post by her so far, just tearing them to shreds when she gets the ball inside.
And getting it to her is the only hard part, because once she's got the rock, she's automatic.
And it's the Storm with the ball. 7-point differential. Pass to Heidemann. Screen by Magbagor. This one for 3. Griner with the rebound.
And here's Morrow.
Now Nelson Adota, defended by Magbagor.
Malunga with it.
Here's Heidemann. Six on the shot clock. Brown. They get the rebound. It's stolen away. Now here's Griner. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the middle. Trying her luck from deep.
Heidemann grabs the miss.
Seattle trailing here.
Pass to Horston.
And that one good.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
And here's Connecticut. Now here's Griner.
Malunga covering.
And here's Griner.
Malunga covering.
Pass to Burke. Baseline try. Here's Griner. Cans it from downtown.
Well, with strong conviction in her skill set, Griner's not afraid to leave her comfort zone.
Here's Malunga.
And here's Brown. Magbagor. The rebound by Brittany Griner.
Can't even make a layup.
The Sun leading. Pass to Burke. Screen by Griner. Rivers. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
Well, this season, we have the Golden State Valkyries, and it's the first expansion team since Atlanta in the late 2000s.
Yeah, and soon the WNBA will expand to Canada with the Toronto Tempo starting play next year. Plus, you got the rebirth of the Portland franchise.
Yeah, those are two basketball-crazed areas joining the fold. Personally, I'm really excited for the Seattle-Portland rivalry to be renewed.
And it's the Storm with the ball, trailing by 10.
Back to Malunga.
Pass to Magbagor. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Sticking with it, Magbagor. Strong take. Really contributes to her team. Ezzy, versatile on the floor.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
Pass to Nelson Adota.
Now here's Griner.
Here's Nelson Adota, defended by Magbagor.
6 to shoot. The tray. And that one's good. Burke.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
Here's Heidemann.
She has 6. Fires the 3.
Offensive board.
There's the 3. That one, no good.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Pass to Morrow.
Rivers misses the 3.
Now Heidemann. Malunga sets a screen. Here's Horston.
Pass to Brown. It's a deflection. Inside. Deflected.
And stolen by Horston. Malunga outside.
And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Storm will get the ball here.
And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not just with more offense, but also with some big-time D.
And here's Brown. Pass to Magbagor.
Horston.
Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Storm missing. Here's Nelson Adota. It's rebounded by Seattle.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Now Brown to stop the drought. Knocks down the 3-ball.
A confident shooter from deep. When Brown finds just a little space in the perimeter, she wastes no time firing away.
Here's Burke. Pass to Nelson Adota. Morrow. Brittany Griner, high post. And here's Nelson Adota. Over Magbagor. A shot by Nelson Adota, no good.
Malunga with it.
Here's Magbagor. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And this is how effective Magbagor can be. All about getting into a rhythm.
Timeout called the Sun. Outside Edwards.
Pass to Burke. Here's Nelson Adota.
And here's Morrow. Horston defending.
Burke. And again, no good by Connecticut. The Storm trail.
Now here's Malunga.
And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. And the first one at the line is good. And the Sun making a change here. She hits both from the stripe. Now Petty. 6 points for her.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Morrow. Petty. Now Edwards. Malunga covering.
From past the arc. That one doesn't drop. Lexi Brown on the wing. She's got 5.
And here's Melbourne. And here's Horston. Back to Magbagor.
Clock at 6. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. The Sun with the lead.
Outside Edwards. Morrow. Petty with it.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Burke. Tries to snap the cold streak. Drills the 3-pointer.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Here's Melbourne. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Now here's Magbagor. On the wing, Dominique Malunga.
Fades. And And the Storm tack on 2 more.
The shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
Now here's Petty. She's got 6. For 3. And a shot by Burt. No good. Now here's Horston.
Defense right on her.
Here's Malunga.
And she converts the layup.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
Now here's Petty.
Fires from deep. She's off on that one. And it's the Storm with the ball. It's a 3-point game.
Now Brown. Pass to Magdagor.
Shoots. Again, Seattle.
Well done to finish that one off.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And here is Petty.
Down low.
Here's Morrow.
Can't cash in the 10-foot jumper. 3 quarters of play and a close game here. The Sun on top, up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Pass to Griner. Soft touch off the glass.
Here's Heidemann. Samuelson outside. Heidemann.
To tie it up.
Edwards grabs the miss.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shot.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
She's been locked in. Whenever she's gotten any type of decent look, she's hit it.
Well, when you get a good look, you got to capitalize. And without the lights out shooting she's given them, they would be staring at a much bigger deficit.
Now here's Dolson. Pass to Heidemann. The 3. And it's Petty with the rebound.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those 3s. She has been brutal this half.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. So it'll be Brittany Griner shooting. Stephanie Dolson picks one up.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Dolson with it.
It's Katie Lou on the wing.
And it's off from 3-point range. And so here's Connecticut. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to Griner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch and into the final quarter.
Yeah, they're looking very determined to close this one out as soon as they can.
If there's a time to increase the lead,
Timeout.
it's the 4th.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
The Sun making a switch here. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here.
Samuelson outside.
To the right side. They need this. Drills it from outside.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Edwards.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Here's Samuelson. From outside, off the mark.
And here the Sun. Pass to Nelson Adota.
Back to Griner. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Here's Melbourne. Now here's Samuelson.
Pass to Heidemann. Beyond the arc.
Edwards grabs the miss.
The Sun leading. Griner with the ball.
And it's Malunga picking her up.
Griner's shot's good.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Now here's Malunga.
And she was all alone on that one.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Outside Edwards.
Griner.
That one's in, coming off an assist from Aaliyah Edwards.
I mean, she scored most of their points herself. Her offense is a big part of her team's recipe for success.
Now here's Samuelson. Pass to Malunga. And here's Melbourne.
Here's Samuelson. Lets it go from deep. Griner with the rebound.
Outside Miller.
The basket drops and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
This is how tough Miller is. Fending off the defense and converting in style.
One shot.
A difficult situation for Seattle.
Now Heidemann. Pass to Horston.
Tries a three.
Nelson Adota with the rebound.
And Connecticut has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Now here's Horston. And here's Heidemann. Pass to Horston.
From the arc. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
Now here's Miller.
Lets the three fly.
The rebound by Malunga.
Here's Magdagor.
Now Heidemann. Malunga outside.
Brown launches it.
And good. Coming off the assist by Malunga.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Outside Miller.
Rivers. She's covered by Brown. And the shot goes in.
Good move to create a gap in the defense and get to the bucket for an easy two.
Malunga with it. Malunga sets a screen. Now here's Magbagor.
Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot.
Now Heidemann.
Puts up a 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here's Griner. Basket good.
Well, Miller has a little bit of everything, right? She's got good vision, and she's unselfish.
Here's Seattle, trailing by 10.
And here's Heidemann.
Pass to Brown.
Offensive rebound.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the board.
Griner's shot is off. Now here's Malunga.
She's guarded by Griner.
Now Malunga.
Pass to Magbagor.
Here's Miller. Now Nelson Adota.
6 on the shot clock. Screen by Griner. Rivers. Offline with the 3.
Malunga with it. And here's Heidemann.
Magbagor. Blocked.
Outside Miller.
Back to Griner.
Over Malunga. The rebound by Malunga.
Seattle with the ball. It's a 10-point game.
Now Heidemann.
Here's Magbagor. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. And Connecticut has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Griner.
I like how Griner uses her size to her advantage. It allows her to attract contact and get to the foul line.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. So she gets them both.
Here's Heidemann.
To the paint. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line.
What a tall task facing off with Magbagor. I mean, she's so long. She brings constant energy, drawing the foul there.
She doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. She's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings them within single digits.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Griner.
Malunga with the steal. And here's Heidemann.
Brown. Over to the left wing. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Sun.
And here's Burke.
Reiner with the screen. And it's in.
Now here's McMagor.
And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
And that one misses.
I got your help, love. Hey, hey, bro, stop. Hey, right here. Pick up left. Mom, watch the cutter. Help me out.
Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Guarded by Dolson. Off the mark, and a bad shot there.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
They get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever.
So we get to see the Sun get the win here. A solid win on the road for them, and this building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them a chance to lift their team up at the finish.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.